sick about a master shit.
Oh wait, wait, hold on. Someone speak. Let me see. Is just
Are amazing.
what is okay? Hold on. First, okay. So why is audio being retarded? So okay. So first of all, like, I just realized I can't hear shit through my headphones.
Oh, that's
There you
cool.
go. Okay, there we go. Second, there we go. Okay, that fixed it. That fixed it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome back to Sword Coast and Sorcery. This is episode 30. Down, down, down by the river, which is ripping off the Baldur's Gate 3 song, Not a Slave Hymn. I don't know why Nisa has slavery on the mind. So, yeah. Speaking of Nisa, hello, Nisa. Welcome.
Revenge tactics.
No response? No introduction? No Nisa?
I'm just smiling.
just the fucking knowing vengeance.
She is
No, I'm just sitting over here smiling. No, I'm amused. I
don't
am
believe
woefully amused.
I do not believe you. I do not trust you.
I love you. I love you.
That just.
Oh,
makes
she
me
loves you.
with
It's the first person besides her family members that's a female that told them that they care about you in a certain way.
Gabe, you're gonna die.
Oh, damn.
Gray is the one that's actually correct there, and no, noob. Actually, do I admit to that? Do I admit to fumbling hard? No, I'm not going to admit to how badly I fumbled on a live stream.
Do
I'm
it.
not going to. No, I'm not going. No,
Do it.
no, I'm not going to admit. I'm not going to admit how badly I fumbled.
Yeah.
Also because I.
Well, I mean, she was back in
No. I would have probably accidentally shared information, so I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to introduce Noob. Noob, hello, welcome to the stream. Noob, hello.
I might have an intervention in a little bit, so
Dear
it's
sweet
gunshots.
everything.
It's not me.
Yes. Was Deadpool the one that you sent the link to?
Yes, it is.
Okay, just checking because he said how. Wait, did I send you the link? No, I didn't.
I'm smart and I found it myself because I technically already had it.
Dun dun
This
dun.
is why I'm scared.
Despite popular belief, dude, I subscribe to you.
Oh, no, I think fuck. If I go through the.
I think you're the only one.
Oh, damn.
You
I am
follow
too.
me.
I just
Okay,
don't
okay.
actually follow anything.
Yeah,
Fucking
my
joke
channel's
guy.
basically dead except for these streams and the brothers chatting, which is something me and Noob have recently started doing. That only happens when he's not out with the female authority.
Man.
Speaking of the female authority, Rivers, hello, welcome.
What the fuck, dude?
That was good.
Alright, shit.
I don't even know what the fuck that means, okay? Look, man, it's a chance to bully someone, so I bullied them.
I mean, it worked. I'll take it. That was solid.
It felt right.
It made no sense, but it worked.
Gotcha. Apparently Deadpool...
7 out of 10.
Deadpool is just subscribed. It's not telling me in the stream feed because Stream Labs is dumb. Let me check and see if YouTube's going to say that you did. YouTube is not saying you did, but it's given me the sub count has increased 1, so I'm going to attribute that to Deadpool. Thank you kindly, Deadpool. Thank you kindly. And thank you, Nisa, for increasing the viewer count by 1. Good, Nisa.
Thanks, Deadpool, for paying for my wages and milk bones. Every subscriber he gives me a thing of food. I appreciate it.
Sending you to school.
You do realize I work at a pet store. I can get you milk bones for free.
Wait, that means Master has no power on me?
Yeah.
Dobby is free!
No,
Dobby's been given a milk bone.
Dobby is free.
Throwing scraps at a house elf doesn't free them. Throwing clothes at a house elf frees them. And I have yet to throw a sock at you. I am not. I am not lifeguard boss. I'm not gonna fall into that trap.
Hey, you want a sock?
Master has given Dobby a sock.
I convinced our old bosses to give me a 16-hour shift on my last day.
That's adorable.
Ew.
Wow.
He likes money.
Well, no, 'cause they always would say no, because I'd always try to do it at the end of summer. But today, they gave a shift to somebody that was way more than they needed. They were allowed to. And so I said, so I wouldn't tattle on their bosses. They better give me a 16-hour fucking shift.
Fuck me.
Hey, base.
Also, Rivers, it looks like you have a bit of a admirer based off your profile picture. Deadpool X 1985.
Apologies, I did not hear what the
Sure.
fuck you.
A woo woo.
They like your profile.
Oh, yes, that is.
He wants your gabagoo.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I have
What?
I have the strange suspicion that Deadpool is just Nisa on a fucking second monitor at this point, based off of just the similarities of
No.
personality.
I mean, the
Absolutely.
sub count
Well-
went up anyway, so it does not fucking matter.
Who
No,
cares?
Deadpool is not me on a second monitor.
But yeah,
Deadpool
no.
is a friend that I actually RP with doing Star Wars stuff on Second Life.
Wait, friends? Are you the only one here that has friends? That's what
I think I am the only one that has friends, yeah.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
I'd acquaint-
Whoa.
Wait a minute, I'm your friend.
Damn.
Speaking of friends,
Just
we have
roasted the entire group
Cornelius.
chat and nobody fucking noticed.
We have Cornelius.
I'm just schizophrenic. I get him just
No
fucking
one's letting
schizophrenic.
Cornelius
Alright, I'll get my fucking pills
introduce
now.
himself. Shut the fuck up, Luke.
Yeah, guys.
Let the
Fuck.
fucking Aussie speak.
No!
Yes, please.
Good morning, I guess. That was very awful.
Fucking- The motherfucker was given the chance to speak, chose not to speak. Fuck. Damn it.
It's hard to
You know what
follow.
time it is, kids?
Whatever
What
time
time
that
is
is,
it?
I don't want that. No.
Time for
Yeah.
war crimes.
Was it Anzac?
Oh.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's
we
fine.
do want that.
Oh, we like that. We don't just like that. We love that shit.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, no, Anzac.
That's
Yeah,
why we play this.
this is the last time that I let a fucking Anzac speak on this stream.
Whoa. Hold
Did I
up.
just use a
Well,
term of
assalamu
honor
alaikum.
as a
Hello,
fucking insult? Yes, I don't care.
Assalamu alaikum.
Yes, and yes, Cornelius, I googled to make sure what Anzac meant. Australian and New Zealand Army Corps or something like that. World War I combatants. Yes, I'm aware of just the level of disrespect I just threw. Just making that.
You
Uh-huh.
realize
Well, I'll drop you the IP.
I'll drop you. I'll drop you his grid coordinates.
I'll drop you his longitude launch the exact seat he's sitting
Oh,
in.
he turned on angry. He turned on angry Cornelius. Look at him. Look at him. Look at angry Hold on. Let me expand the.
Hey, Cornelius, you want his latitude and longitude?
We'll give
Yes.
him-
Oh, guys, it's time for my intervention. I'll be back.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's speaking to a different domestic authority. In any event, in any minor way, last couple of streams have been logistical, have been marketplace of ideas, boloco. English, motherfucker. Where the party have spent time in Neverwinter acquiring kit and training skills. I believe everyone has, unless there's any last minute, I want X. I believe everyone except Nisa has largely acquired the things that they wanted to get. I will quickly allow Nisa to, just like, because I believe it was the sharpshooter skill, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I believe, let me, after I do this little, like, actually, I'll just jump into the summary and then I'll let you, like, go, hey, this is the magic item I want to try to get. And towards the end of last session, without me applying a spiked cudgel to Lake's posterior, he went and spoke to a friend of his. Let me grab my fucking notes so I can pronounce this correctly. The good lady Roxa of House. Checked out their notes. Of House Moorhammer, whose husband, Duskin Moorhammer, has a request of the party to go looking for a lost kingdom of elves to confirm whether or not they do exist before attempting to open up trade relations, as back when Neverwinter was not a frontier settlement being recolonized by a bunch of vagabonds and lunatics, it seems as though this elven kingdom, which may or may not have existed, was a major trade partner. And if he were the one to tap into those trade nodes before anyone else, well, that furthers his standing considerably, with basically air and dirt. Wow, That is mean, Deadpool. That is cruel, Deadpool. Why would you inflict that upon the Australian? That's rude.
Whoa. None of that.
Damn.
No.
Already. Fuck, dude.
Rude.
That is at least like a 3rd level spell, dude. That's on fireball. That's fireball level.
My brother in Christ, he is already not getting that lucky. That's just rubbing salt in the wound.
By the by,
That is the most backhanded compliment. Like, damn.
Apologies. I just am on a fucking streak
It's
nowadays.
just like don't throw shade at him. He's already missing a kidney and all this other bad stuff that's happening to him.
Listen, stop beating the cripple. But if you're gonna do it, make sure to aim for the head.
Damn.
That's literally basically what you said too.
This was a bad time for me to. That was a bad time for me to forget that Cornelius is like actually. I'm sorry, man. I'm just. You're getting. This is the stream where you're just getting fucking beat down by everyone. I'm sorry.
I am
Yeah,
aware
I
of any
don't
conditions he may have.
understand.
I'm bullying him just because I fucking can.
It's because I'm not there. That's what it is. I can't
Well-
physically beat the shit out of you for it.
Well, no, if that was the case, then I wouldn't be calling Lake straight. I wouldn't be insulting Lake by denying his love of femboys.
Denying him his fanboys, that's a line you've crossed. That should
Denying
not
his
be.
love of femboys. I'm denying the existence of his love for individuals of a feminine persuasion, but of XY chromosomes.
Problem is, chat, they only know half the story.
It's
I
okay. I
mean,
know.
a concern.
I have an
I
equal,
know.
I have an equally strong love for tomboys as well. I
Oh, I
hate
do love a
gender
tomboy.
stereotypes.
This was made aware. This was also
I
made aware
cast-
to me.
I will cast traditional stereotypes out the fucking window.
No,
They're
you
both
are
hot.
a fucking. What do you mean? You are a fucking walking stereotype. What the fuck do you mean?
I said I cast traditional stereotypes of gender to the wind.
Again, you are a walking fucking stereotype, my dude.
Brother, you have not seen me in fucking years. I am not straight, but I am presenting like the most stereotypical straight man ever.
The number of like gay dudes I've met who do present straight, it's pretty fucking high. At this point, like if a dude gives me a compliment, I legitimately am concerned if he's gay or not at this point. I don't trust any of them.
That sounds like a you problem, bud. I'm gonna be real.
It absolutely is.
Oh my
In
god.
any event, before my latent homophobia is revealed to the new viewers,
What do you mean reveal?
Deadpool doesn't know how bad of a person I am yet. I'd like to save that until
Oh,
the
okay.
20-minute mark.
Okay, cool. Understood.
Yes, especially since Canadian, so obviously there's going to be
Yeah,
some friction there.
yep.
Yes.
But of course.
Nisa, since you were not here last session, so yeah, just give yourself the sharpshooter feat. Like like that's shooting arrows at a fucking thing for a month. That's reasonable. You just run into struggle. Your dad's creating an army. You just go talk to one of the archer instructors. Like that's just taken care of. Like you're good to go there.
Yay!
Yippee!
Magic items,
Wait.
my dear companion friends. Magic items. Was there any of them that people wanted to do things with? Yes, no, maybe so.
I would really like. Never mind. I'll talk to you about it later. It's
Now's the chance because you guys are about to go on a quest. So if there's a magic item you want commissioned at the beginning of the month period, or that you want to see if there's like in stock somewhere, now's the time to do it.
This is gonna sound really noble and bougie of me, but can Daddy get me a really nice bow?
It depends on how nice, considering he just dropped a fucking ton of money on political shit in an army.
Alright.
Damn, you right though.
Like, if you're looking for an uncommon item that can be commissioned locally, that is possible. That is within the range of possibility. If you're looking for something rare or bigger, my dude just is equipping a regiment of how many fucking people did I say he has? Where's the fucking numbers? Not in this fucking document. Hold on. Let me pull up the digits.
I was like, why are you asking me? You have the document.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the fuckers in the brain.
talking out loud.
Oh, he's talking to
Whoever's
like the.
piloting at the moment.
He's talking to the gimpy hamster in the wheel. Got it.
It's not. It is
Exactly
not a,
that.
It is not a hamster. It is multiple things. A hamster is but one item on the list. Yeah, no. Raising a regiment of above 3,000 effectives, not counting the logistical core that would be involved. Man does not have the money for fucking soup.
Ooh,
That's sad.
okay, that is sad.
Simply be, yeah.
For my item, may I please have a ring of either poison spray or Toll of the Dead?
Wow. I don't know. Can you?
Okay, fucking white T-shirt in the U.S. school.
Well, the first question is, how much money do you have first? Because because I believe, if I pull up the notes, what Doug, put in the chat, or the bank account was, what you guys have in the bank is about 40 gold pieces each.
Okay.
Yep, 40 gold pieces.
Well, I haven't touched that because I've left it with
Or
Doug this whole
48.
time.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got, well,
Yeah.
so you can put, each of you has 48 gold pieces in the bank that you can just take out. That's just yours. That like you can just take. That it's free.
Mm-hmm.
It's like goth women at the mall. You can just take those.
What? What?
Damn.
Is that real?
No, it's not
Okay.
real.
For real?
I'm kidding. I'm
That's
kidding. Which
what
is not
goth-
real. I'm being stupid on purpose.
I mean, well, it depends on what state you're in, actually, I guess.
Well, first of all, the
Okay.
American Mall needs to not have been wiped out, and second of all, you technically can just take them. The legality of the situation, however, comes into question depending on your immediate legal codes.
Okay,
If you
now
were to
this sounds more like Gabe. Okay, we're back to normal now. We're good.
say,
I was gonna say this Aussie was gonna take a trip to America.
Same.
see, if you were to do so in Russia, you'd get your eyes beaten out of your skull before you even see the inside of a jail cell. If you were to do so in America,
In Soviet Russia, goth girls take you.
no, the police.
I want them to take me.
In America, it comes down to, are you in a rural location or an urban location? What's your level of victimhood? Is there even a mall for you to go to because we killed the American mall? And if you're in Europe, their police have no balls. You can just do it. Like they'll give you a fucking fucking what's the word? They'll give you like a fucking gift basket or something for like visiting the mall.
That's terrifying. But I still want my goth girl.
fucking Deadpool is right on the money of like one of the things in
The
my brain.
simplicity,
I
man.
think the hamster is dead. The wheel is just spinning uncontrollably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can see that. Yeah.
No, that's perfectly accurate.
Yes, no, and that wheel is high on ketamine somehow. The inanimate object is addicted
Hell
to
yeah.
ketamine. Because that is the individual you're dealing with. Oh yeah, no, I already accounted for that. Okay, cool. So
Well, at least it's not fentanyl.
yes.
You know what? That's
Fentanyl,
true.
for those of you who don't know, and this is my last tangent before getting back on topic, fentanyl is a Chinese weapons package. Moving on.
Yes.
How much gold do you have in total, Cornelius?
I haven't been picking up anything because I think Lake or Doug has been picking it up.
Been Doug, okay, and it's
I've got
so
4 gold and 1 silver
okay, so you've got
because someone was
4
like, "Oh, I'll take care of the party gold," and I was like, "Okay."
and that is the
That was
individual
definitely Doug.
and that is the individual who got dragged away kicking and screaming to the brutal thing called work.
If I recall correctly, we each got like 40, 60 in our personal bank accounts each, right?
48. Well, it's a shared bank account. It's honors system whether or not, but 48 gold per person has been put in there, but theoretically you could take out the full 240 if you wanted to. There is nothing stopping
If
you
you
from
need to
joining
take,
the party.
okay, Cornelius, if you need mine, you can take from my share. It's cool.
Well, it depends on how expensive this ring is. I don't want to be spending like 50 gold on a ring. Like, I don't want to be spending money that could otherwise be purchasing, I don't know, plate armor or something.
Like I'm well no wait, brother, plate armor is like 1,000 GP or something like that. Like plate armor.
Oh, okay.
It's
Also, I don't think you can
stupidly
even, like,
pricey.
I don't think you can even wear plate armor, Cornelius.
No,
It's
I just
medium
meant
armor,
for
isn't
the
it?
team. For the team, like if we have someone in our team who's like,
I don't think
He's
you
like just in
know,
case.
the
I think only Caden would use plate armor, and it doesn't really fit the aesthetic he's going for.
He's
So
just saying he
so
wants to be careful and preservative. Is his point?
yeah, no, I get that,
yeah,
but like, yeah, no. Well, I mean, you guys, like, you're not gonna get a chance to spend it until you come back after having got. Oh fuck! Didn't you guys get? Yeah, no, you guys got a 500 gold total as like expedition funding, so that's 100 each as well. So
Oh yeah.
so you have what 152 gold and a silver, something like that. Cornelius.
yeah. Well, if that's the case, may I please do a would it be a perception check or an insight check to look for someone that could possibly be selling this Toll of the Dead ring, or would I have to go to
So
perhaps a
something like
church or something?
something like that, something that specific, you're gonna have to like go find a magic item maker and you're gonna have to get them to make it for you. The fact that you specifically want necromancy means you're gonna have to go to somewhere. You're gonna have to. It shortens your search parameter to just the row, just Carnival row, which also will cause
Okay.
a price increase as you know you're basically asking for an illegal good. You're basically asking for like a fucking sawed off shotgun.
Okay, because I thought that Toll of the Dead was a cleric spell,
It is a necromancy spell. So, like if a divine
but
god uses it,
clerics can use it.
so well it's the way that clerics get their magic because clerics get their magic from God. So if you're working for a good god and God is good intrinsically, like there's no dispute God is good and God gives you the magic to do the thing, then
Yeah.
it's a good source of magic. A
Right.
wizard
Okay.
doing
So it doesn't matter if it's necrotic.
a a fucking wizard doing a necromancy spell on the other hand is how did you get that? And you could like have
Oh,
actually done it
okay.
legit. Like you could be legitimately like a good little boy and you looted it from like a vault or something. The peasants are gonna fucking care. These are the same people that'll buy fucking wolf bones if you tell them they came from an Eton. Like they're not smart. Peasants aren't smart.
Okay.
They deserve the
Yeah.
brunt
No,
of
that makes sense.
oppression.
Considering like isn't 10 supposed to be like ideal,
What do you
and
mean?
peasants are like below 10 intelligence.
No, 10 is average. 10 is this is more of like what knowledge do they have available to them. So they're not sub 10 intelligence because that would make them actually animals. This is a case of hey, we're uneducated. Like you can have a 20 intelligence character believe something retarded if
Mm.
that's all they've ever known.
Yeah. Well, for the time being, I'm not going to be able to find what I want, so
I
I
didn't say
guess I'll
you
just
couldn't
leave it
find
for
it.
the time being.
I no, I did not say you couldn't find it. I said you couldn't find someone
Oh,
who
sorry. I thought you were alluding to it, and I was just like,
no,
oh,
no.
okay. Well, it seems
What I
like I'm
was
not going to be able to find it then.
what I was alluding to was how expensive it was going to be. I did not state that you would not be able to find it.
Okay. Well,
Yep. Also, the fact that
okay,
you would
fair.
not be able to. Okay, technically speaking, you are correct. I did say you could not find it like just sitting in a shop, but you can find someone who is able to make an item like that for you. It's just you're going to have to
Mm.
because it's a sawed-off shotgun in America. You're gonna have to go find someone who's willing to do that, which means going to Carnival Row because that's like the one place where you can find necromancers, diabolists, half orcs, like the kinds of dregs of society that people don't like. Lawyers also live there.
Ew. Gross.
Not
I don't
even
want to go there.
surprised.
Why are we surprised?
Primary tax base of your father's domain, by the by, Nisa. Lawyers.
You know what? We do what we do.
Yes, you do the do.
You do the do?
Do the do. Mountain Dew. It's
Yeah, Mountain Dew.
so yes. So roll me
Yes.
just a flat charisma check, I guess, just to like, hey, I'm asking around, like, do you know someone who's able to make magic rings?
Oh no.
I'm not gonna add like any sort. I'm not gonna do anything fucky with this because I imagine your character would be smart enough to go, "Hey, this is probably an illegal item. I'm gonna go to the part of town known for doing illegal shit." Which will then, if you go to
Yeah.
the part of town where illegal shit happens, if you ask them, "Hey, where can I get?" Like, even if you don't specify, "I want it to be an illegal item," they'll just be like, "Yeah, go talk to Ted," and Ted will just have an illegal item. Like, he'll just be like, "Yeah, you want some?" Like, again, you're going. If you go to buy a gun in a bad part of town, and you're like, "Hey, where can I get a gun for cheap?" It's like over there. You walk over, dude has a fucking unlicensed automatic weapon just sitting on the fucking table. No background check needed.
Well, I got a 17.
-1, 16.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, you are directed to an individual in Canneville who is able to who you are able to speak to, and they are and you're just like, hey, I want a ring that stores a specific cantrip. Um,
Yep.
I'm assuming you do this at like the beginning of the month, so this isn't like a rush order. Like you're not doing it like 20 minutes before you have to go.
No, 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 no. I would assume that I've done this during my training with the alchemist.
I'm just making sure. I am just making sure. Yes. So
No,
you
no,
speak to them.
it's all good.
And they would like the starting request is 60 gold up front, 60 gold after the job is done. The main thing being
Hmm.
the main thing being, hey, like magical metal, it's gonna be hard to scrap it together. Getting someone to like get the spell that I can bind it into the magical thing also gonna be kind of hard to do.
Right. Okay. Never mind then.
I, are you sure?
Yep.
Going once? Going twice? All right, you walk away. This is the DM's reminder, chat, that haggling exists.
Well, I didn't realize haggling was allowed.
It's
Why
allowed.
not? Why wouldn't it be?
We've had haggling in the fucking campaign.
It's kind of my whole. That's kind of the whole point of
You're
the Christmas
asking
strat.
someone whose charisma is the lowest in the party to haggle.
Still with a roll.
It did, like, if you're like, hey, can I get 5 gold cheaper on both ends so it's 55-55? That's like a DC 10. Like, that's a reasonable. If you try to go, I want it for a gold, even with a nat 20, that's not going to save you. That's not going to negotiate well. Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry, Cornelia. Tonight's just not your session. Tonight's just not your session. I'm sorry, man.
Jesus.
Dude, I am bullying the Australians, so we're all bullying. Nisa's the only one who's been nice to Cornelius tonight.
But at least Nisa cares.
Well, to be fair, I think it's more she just doesn't bully anyone on this group.
Yeah.
She just kind of sits back
No,
and
she
watches.
does.
No, I do.
Who is she bullying?
It's mostly Caden.
Well, he deserves it. That's not bullying.
Fair. Fair enough. Fair enough. You know what? That's true.
Like, when it's him, that's not bullying. And he's not even here to defend himself. Why the fuck am I picking on him? Shut up. Okay.
Mm.
Because it's easy?
I mean, Mother said never to stone cripples, but Father said aim for the head. I need to rewatch
Okay.
some of the good episodes again.
You're supposed to aim for the head, yes.
Niece's children must be absolute fucking psychopaths.
my kids are a dog that is 9 years old and a cat that is 2 years old.
That does not preclude them from being fucking psychopaths. That just merely limits their ability to quantify their psychopathy.
They just don't have thumbs.
They perceive less. They're not any less of a danger to society.
Oh no, this cat perceives a fucking lot. Okay, back to the game.
Yes, back to the game. Are there any other items that people would like to acquire, mayhaps? May potentials? May prol? Brother? May prol? Is that even a word? No. Items, chat. Chat?
I feel like he really wants us to get items, guys.
No, I'm just making fucking sure that you guys are like, because, okay, this is what, I'm just making sure that the opportunity is given. so that I can avoid later on, like, oh man, I really actually wanted this item, like, next session. Hey, can we say I got... No, you guys are being given your chance now. Forever hold your peace. Items, chat. Also, like, I mean, items are just cool. Magic items are just cool. You can do cool things.
Magic items really are cool.
Yes. Yes, chat.
Actually, while I'm here, can I do a quick look for any beggars with red cups?
In Carnival Row specifically?
Yep.
Sure, roll an investigation check.
19. Oh, oh no, never mind. That was at advantage for some reason. No, that wasn't. That was 19 in investigation.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so you don't really see people like just kind of hanging around Carnival Row, like just sitting on the streets. And it takes you a second to be like, huh, why are there no beggars? Why is there no one just kind of chilling or hanging out? And then you see a group of dudes kind of eyeing you. You notice one of them's got a pretty fucking large knife kind of sticking out from his pants, and you realize, oh, that's probably why no one just sits around and waits with money. Probably not a good place to try to
Okay.
panhandle. Carnival Row is not a safe place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Niece's family are not safe, even though they're the local fucking magistrate. Yeah, Carnival Row is not a good place. Don't go to Carnival Row. Good show though. It's a good show, just not a good place. Yeah. Sorry, Cornelius.
All good. No.
Yeah.
Hopefully, trying to find someone that could give me some supplies.
Yeah, no, that would not be in... Oh, are you talking about the network thing that you were telling me about?
Yep.
Yeah, no, that would not... That's not something that would have been set up yet.
Okay.
Because I thought that was something that you said you wanted to get to. Yeah, no, like I had told you, the Monster Hunter group that you're a part of, they're not really that organized.
Okay.
It's not the Bowery or whatever they're called, or the fucking homeless people from. I'm assuming you're kind of talking about like the homeless people from John Wick.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to find someone that I could resupply on some bullets. That's all.
Yeah, no. So those bullets, like those are. It's going to be a while before you can resupply on those. Like that's not something you can just. That was like a relic. That was your magic item.
Yep.
Like that is not something you're gonna be able to resupply on for a while. There will be the when it comes to the point where, hey, this would be something really, 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 really nice to have because we are probably going to need it multiple times going forward, there will be the opportunity to get a supplier for those. But right now, there is no way to resupply them. Just as like make it just as a heads up on that.
I live in Australia, Deadpool. We do not have haggling.
No one nowhere really in the first world does, or even the third world, to an extent. I mean, parts of the third world kind of do, but largely it's been killed by free market capitalism being hyper regulated.
It's just not something that would normally pass my train of thought.
Yes, it kind of does rely on you
Especially
going.
because it's not something that I often use in D&D.
Yeah. Whereas I am a fucking petty bastard, and I will haggle whenever I can in a video game. Yes. So Cornelius has sadly not completed any of his objectives because the DM is an abusive, mean individual. Lake, lovely lake,
What's up?
adorable lake, silly lake. Have you thought of
What's good,
anything
bro?
you might wish to acquire?
I mean, if we're just like, this is just like basically what do we want before we head off, right? Because I've already got my
Definitely.
I already got my shirt mail. I don't have anything particular
Yeah.
I'm looking for
Why not magic chainmail? Hmm.
because I already purchased a used one.
Okay. Why not magic instrument?
Bro, I need you to shut your mouth and carry on with the story.
The bullying from the DM is just aggressive and excessive. Nisa,
Yes.
anything
Is
you
there
want?
something in particular that you would like us to take
no,
into consideration? Perhaps buying some potions for us as a just in case, considering we don't have a dedicated healer.
We have bought
No,
rations, haven't we?
You have Jeff. No, ration. We said last time that you guys have run out of rations, and that is something to consider.
Right,
Right, so
probably
we
do
should
that.
really stock up on rations then.
Yeah, but you guys, this isn't the hey, we're planning the expedition phase. This is hey, cool magic.
Yeah,
items
but should still have
phase.
something just in case we get put off kilter and we have to go somewhere else, or something pops up that throws us off where we
Yeah,
don't end
that
up at
will.
another town to resupply.
No, so before you guys go, like, because you're going up a river, so you need like a raft, you need a guy, like you're going to need certain things. So it's like, hey, you'll be planning that in a second. You guys, this is you guys in the month free time that you have. Also, me kind of stalling for time can so that noob can get back from what he's having to deal with because he's having to deal with something kind of retarded.
Okay, so I'd assume that in this time we'd also be going to the harbor and organizing a raft,
No,
potentially getting some salted fish and some other
no.
supplies.
So this is before you've been given the job. This is like before those
Okay,
even come in.
never
Yeah, no,
mind.
like this is the month time, presumably the first couple of first couple of days, so you can commission the magic items if you want to commission something. I'm just like double, triple, quadruple checking before I move into the you literally can't get magic items anymore because you don't have the time for it now phase of things.
Okay, well, I don't think we really want anything in
I
particular.
feel as though that we're in a bit of an awkward position where it's like we don't really have a lot of money to be able to be dropping on everybody getting a particular magical item that suits them.
We're really definitely not in that financial position.
Well, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, again, it depends. Like the ring of casting, like you had the money to afford that, and still could have bought a raft. Could have still bought rations by yourself. Like something very simple and specific is absolutely something you could do.
True,
You're just not.
but we don't
You're just
really
not
seem
like
to want any.
yeah. Yeah, that is a lack of creativity on the players' parts.
I mean, I could try to get a raft for an inexpensive price.
Again, the raft hasn't come up yet. I'm like just specifically magic items.
No,
Okay,
well,
no,
you keep saying raft.
You keep fucking gesturing
Yes,
and
okay.
asking if we want things that we've repeatedly said. No, I think we're good.
No, I asked. Okay, I'm going down the list. You've said nothing, and I'm making fun of you guys a little bit because I'm a dick. So
To be fair, we do it to you all the time, so it's kind of deserved.
And Deadpool, yes, yes. This party does, bro. Rewatch some of the rewatch one of the Wave Echo Cave episodes where these motherfuckers split the party and then split them again in the next episode and then just expose a flank to an enemy push. I've had this party is almost TPK'd what, like 3 or 4 times at this point, and only one of those was me intent, and only one of those was an Abelard moment where, yeah, no, you guys weren't meant to win the fight.
Yeah,
The
no, just
crowd one.
FYI, that was both of the times were actually my fault. I suggested that.
Yeah.
Both times, never learned.
The only time that was actually, hey, the party might TPK because of something that I was doing that was completely outside of the party's control was when the objective was not kill all the enemies, it was grab object and bail. And they did grab object and bail, so well done. You have become priority target.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go check in on Noob and see how much longer his thing is going to be. If it's going to be soon, then I'll just continue to stall for time, and then he can request his magic item. If it's going to be a bit, then we will just, he'll get the flashback in time and commission a magic item, and then we'll flash back forward in time. So, let's see. Nisa doesn't like entertaining the chat. Lake doesn't like entertaining. Cornelius entertain the chat while I'm gone.
You say I don't like entertaining the chat. Rude ass.
Oh shit.
So, Chucklefuckloda is not in the house. I don't know where the fuck he went.
Aliens.
What?
Yeah, no, I'm going to his room. Not in his room. I walk around the house. I don't see him. I go, car not where the car was.
So he's just
I thought he was gonna
left?
be on a fucking phone call. I don't know, okay, it is something that is kind of valid to be dealing with. I can understand it, but I thought it was gonna be a fucking phone call. Had I known he was going to actually be gone, I would have, started the whole, hey, what magic item do you want? Because you have 140 gold to work with. Nothing? Okay, cool, bye. Yeah, okay, so the lake has just gotten the quest from the Moorhammer family, and you have all gathered at your preferred table at the tavern that you all frequent. At which point,
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently wearing a dress.
oh, nice, adorable, adorable.
I don't look thoroughly happy, but yeah, I am wearing a dress.
Oh, depressed Nisa, sad Nisa.
Mom told me to wear this, Nisa.
Made of food, Nisa. Yes. In any event, you have gathered, and Lake, you as the one providing the quest, share the quest. Describe the quest. Detail the party. Regale the party with the nature of the quest that you must undertake.
Okay, so basically, I'm going to give a very simplified version because my brain is smooth. Basically, we have to go down the river and investigate some land that has been rumored to handle some. I believe it was dark magic, right? Was it, or was there? Wait, no. What was it again? Game. My brain's turning off tonight.
I don't know. I don't know. It's not like I said it at the
Yes,
beginning of the
you do.
stream.
Yeah. Well, I'm fucking
Out of
doing other
out of
shit.
character, wasn't it to do with going to see if the elves are still there?
I'm checking my notes. I didn't write it down. Of course, I didn't.
Something lost elven group.
Yeah. Or less. Good. Gabe.
I don't know. Was that it?
We can sit here in silence. I have all the patience in the fucking world.
Well, I wasn't silent. I said, was that it? I don't know. I'm just the DM. I don't know. I don't know
Yes, you
things.
do.
No, I
I'm
don't.
gonna go with yes, that was it, because you mentioned something about checking to see if there was a lost elven civilization still in the area, and you wanted to go and double check, make sure that they were there, and if they were, awesome, hooray, trade can happen, and if they're not there, we'll burn that bridge when we get to it.
That is more
Get
or
a
less,
boat.
yeah. I don't remember like the actual details of it. It's just go down the river, find the area, report back about its whereabouts and its condition, as well as regarding the elves. That's more or less the gist of it.
That does sound vaguely correct. I do not know for certain if that is the case, however.
Yeah, you do.
Doug is just sitting there, looking all frog-like, being adorable. Titus is busy, I don't know, doing Titus things, push-ups, I guess, pull-ups.
Fornicating.
No, that's not very. That's
Oh.
not a very. That is a Caden thing. That is not very a Titus. That is not a Titus thing. I would imagine. Yes, brutal, ungodly slaughter of bot lobbies, aka villages with no enemy combatants. That is a Titus thing. Fornication, not so much a Titus thing.
Appreciate the character detailing. Awesome, man.
Yes, yes. No, Titus is more of a lake than he is a Caden.
You care to repeat that sentence?
Titus is more of a Lake than he is a Caden. Don't deny it. Lake has a bloodthirsty streak to him that Caden does not have in real life.
No, that's true. That is very true.
It is true, yes. So,
Cannot deny that one.
You know the heading. You know the plan. Allegedly. What is the next step that the party shall take?
All right.
Well, get some supplies for the trip. Get a boat.
Damn.
Make sure that we're
Deadpool.
stocked up on supplies like potions and crossbow bolts and arrows. Make sure that our weapons are sharpened. Make sure that we get a map.
Dude, Deadpool has no fucking chill. Holy shit. I love this person, Nisa. Thank you.
What have I done? I haven't looked at it yet.
Oh,
Nickel,
Lord.
for the number of times someone in my chat has accused my players of being special needs and needing a helmet, I would have 2 nickels. That's not a lot, but it's hilarious. It's happened twice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's scarily accurate. Mm-hmm.
All right, so the party is making a checklist of things they might need. What are things players?
Okay.
Well, the players have expressed
Rations.
a minor. Yes, rations. Rations are important. How many
Should
rations?
we
I don't know.
should we spare about a week's worth? How much do we want to take with us? About a week's worth per person? 5 days worth per person? What sounds good to y'all?
I'd probably say roughly 5 days worth. Anything extra, I can certainly hunt it. I say as I smooth out my dress.
You
I
look very
still think that we
uncomfortable in
should
that.
get at least a week's worth of
Do you want to
rations just in
go
case.
change out of that? You look very uncomfortable.
It's not so much that it's uncomfortable, it's that I'm currently just technically in a dress for a social gathering, and I'm not going to a social gathering right now.
Oh,
And
Oh.
pushing up appearances.
Psychologically tormented Nisa.
I smile and just go, it while gritting my teeth. My mother told me I needed to wear this out of the house.
Mm,
Your mother
unfortunate.
sounds boring.
And just
Delightful.
and just so you guys know, it's the dress from the picture I sent you.
Oh, that's
Which
awesome.
one? There were
Oh,
3.
oh.
There were 3.
You guys know what dress it is.
Yep,
Alright.
sure
Uh-huh.
do. Very
Okay.
cool.
So it's all right. So you Lake or River Gray, fucking Florida man has expressed a week
Rip.
of rations. So that would be
5
5 party
days
members,
of
7
rations.
total, plus for Jeff.
5 days of rations, but
I would say
you're not,
double.
no.
I would say double that for Jeff because you also need to account for his fish, for his
Oh,
reloads.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just say that a single. I'll say Jeff for his reloads. It's a ration point worth of fish.
Okay.
So whatever a ration is, that's how much money you need to spend on a Jeffrey. So I'll type in Jeff reloads will actually be a separate item point. Jeff reloads. All right. So people who need it, you have 5 players.
5 players plus Jeff. We don't have to feed the
But
dragon, do we?
no, Ebert doesn't count. And then the 3 kobolds, because of their size, will count for a person. So 2 NPCs.
Okay. Plus Jeff. Plus that.
Kobolds.
So
Yes. Also,
we're probably
you
gonna
guys
need
will
it
have
in
noticed.
abundance.
You guys will have noticed that Noob has 2 new kobolds, Black and Pokey, who have joined Scrap.
Very
Oh.
interesting. Anyways, that's just more money to spend. More
No,
mouths to feed.
No, Scrap would have cost a ration because reason. The 3 of them together cost a ration because reason.
Oh, they count as 1 ration total?
Yeah, because I'm basically going to be running them because they're not combatants. So like, I'm not going to make you have to pay 3. It's literally just they exist to help. Like,
So
they'll
is
help with domestic
Scrap a
stuff.
combatant?
No,
So
none of them are.
Scrap's a combatant, I assume?
No, none of them are. None of them are combatants.
Okay.
They're all attendants. I have discussed with Caden at some point if he gets a magical banner, he can have one of them carry it, at which point they will become a separate entity because they are bringing like a magic banner to play, which will give buffs. Unless you would like the whole group to carry the banner
Oh.
together, which would be adorable. In any event, so you have rations for 5 players, 2 NPCs for a week. That would be what, 49? Yes, 49 rations total.
Got it. I will handle that later.
49 rations. Well, that's okay. So a week, and then Jeff reloads. You guys can get that number in a second. you would need to acquire raft. Anything else the party would like to acquire?
I mean, we can pretty much
Oh, I
micromanage
did
what we
say a
have
map
already.
to if we can go to a cartographer and actually see if they have anything for the surrounding area, so we don't get
Map
lost.
of
Potentially go around and ask for some tips about the area, people who
map of
may have been there or frequent there.
Gotcha. Map of unexplored region. Okay.
Well, to the point as far as the map would take us, so that we don't get lost getting there.
I mean, you're following a river.
Yeah, but it's probably going to be having some link to water. It's a lake. It has its connection. It has a land map. We can follow the land map roughly just to gauge where our general location.
Okay, but if we come across a fork or something into the river,
No, I'm gonna
That's
say,
a good
I'm
land
gonna,
map then.
well, what I'm gonna,
I just
I'm just,
I
I'm just
don't
gonna,
know what.
I'm gonna say straight up, like, again, they've only been back for about 2 years, and there's a reason why people haven't gone up the river and found the elves before now. So
Okay, so you're telling me there's been no survivors that have come back from this?
I'm not saying, no, I'm not saying. I mean, you're gonna find that out later anyway. So, but yeah, no,
Okay, let's just.
there's no point
Well,
taking care of a map.
okay, we're not doing a map. Got it. Okay. So we got rations. We got the rafts checked off. Should we bring reinforcements? I guess. Well, actually, I already have that
Like a
covered.
hireling or something?
I mean, we could do that. That is a thing we could do, but that's just more mouth to feed, honestly. We could bring. Let's see. I mean, we're kind of just. We don't really need much else.
Potentially potions, like healing potions.
Definitely
do
health
that.
potions.
We could do
Definitely
that.
health potions.
We could definitely do that. Okay.
While you guys are
I mean,
Health
maybe
potion.
I could grab some supplies from an alchemist so that while we're on the road, I can potentially make some potions.
yeah, that is possible.
Plan.
So, potion supplies.
Camping supplies. Probably need that too. We kind of just said rations, and then probably bring some camping supplies as well. I doubt a raft comes with actual living quarters.
Depends on how expensive.
Like a hoochie or something like that. Like a tar.
Depends on how nice it is.
Yeah.
Well, you can just throw
We'll
the
cross
tarp
that
over the top of
road.
the raft to
We
make
will
a
cross that road after
makeshift.
we get the raft.
Nisa, what's the significance?
So,
of this
DM, I would like to go to an alchemist and buy a couple of health potions and some supplies for creating said potions. Please.
So, how many healing potions?
Well, at least.
Depends on the potency.
Because the basic.
Yeah.
Because a basic healing potion that heals 2d4 plus 2 is 5 gold. Is it 5 gold pieces? Off the top of my head, I think it's 5 gold.
Health.
Let me double check.
That's what I'm doing right now. All of us except
Yeah,
Nisa
no,
are checking.
we're all checking. We're all checking.
Nisa's the only one who's not checking, and that's because it just doesn't care. Just sitting there.
That's because I have faith in you guys.
That is a waste. That is a horrible waste.
What he said.
Oh, 50 gold.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's for a 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Well, also remember,
Jesus.
keep in mind, like a healing potion will effectively just heal anything to an extent. Like if you lose your arm, obviously it's not going to heal that, but like if you get stabbed in the heart and you drink a healing potion, like you're that's gone. Like if you get mauled by a dog, and also keep in mind that a standard living condition is like 2 silver a day. So if you
How about we just grab some medical supplies instead? Because like that's cutting into our funding pretty heavily.
Because what Cornelius wants to do is buy components, pre-composites to make the potions.
Well, yeah. Okay, in that case, that's fine. If you know how to make them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, did we ever say like how many a week you're able to make?
No, we didn't.
Does it matter?
Yes, actually.
Well, yeah, it takes time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it takes
I'll
time,
say
but
I'll
like,
say you can make the minor healing potions. You can make as many of your proficiency bonus per week.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll scale with you, and then you can obviously train the skill to make more potent potions later at the proficiency bonus thing. And then like I'd say double. So like if you train it up to the next tier, you can make 4 basic healing potions, 2 of the better ones.
Okay. Right.
Yes, Deadpool, that is absolutely what it is.
I'll have to put that note down for later when the
Yes.
time comes to it as a reminder.
Yes, and I'll say that it costs 10 gold for the pre-composites.
Okay.
Because then the rest of
Uh,
then the rest of that would be labor and then market sales. So yeah, 10 gold per
yep.
pre-composites. So
All right. I'll put money down for that, please.
okay, how many things of pre-composite do you want?
Well, I'll spend 20 gold.
Okay. So you'll get
So was that
enough pre-composites for 2 healing potions.
you can take some more out of my funds if you want. If you want to get some more than that.
well? Okay. Well, then can I please get 50 gold worth, please?
Okay. And Lake, do you mind quickly looking up what is the cost of rations for me so I can get a gold amount for that?
Oh no, no. That's all. That's all the gold I have.
You said.
No,
Oh,
you
so
have
you
more
still
gold.
pay.
You have
You
more
have more
gold
gold, dude.
because you got the 100 from because the party got 500 in total, 100
Yeah,
apiece
Right.
for
Okay.
this expedition.
it
Yeah,
was
so
a
you
Right.
have
expedition
So I
for
100.
still have 100 gold.
Yeah,
hmm
yeah. So
No, never mind.
Lake, find me how much rations cost, please, kindly. Otherwise,
Yeah, you got it.
yes, okay. So rations, Lake's getting me the gold amount so I can figure out because you guys want a week of that. Jeffrey loads. I'm assuming you guys will figure that out once you have the number. Raft,
Oh,
you need to
rations
find
were like 0.5 gold, which is
A
like
day's worth of
what?
rations typically costs 5 silver pieces.
5 silver
Yeah.
pieces. So I'll
So,
okay, so that'll be I'll round down because you're buying in bulk. That'll be 24 gold. That'll be 24 gold for 49 rations.
yeah, okay. I'll handle that cost.
And then
24 gold.
how many Jeffrey loads do you want?
We'll give him like 10.
10 Jeffrey load. Okay, so 10 Jeffrey loads, so that's 5 gold. And then camping supplies.
So taking out.
Yeah, just yeah. Wait, no, you guys. Yeah, no, you guys start with camping supplies. I'll just say you guys can use that. You guys can like
Oh,
jury up
okay.
your camping supplies on the raft to make that work. Okay, so that's that. Okay.
So
So
I'm
is
taking
there
out
any?
24
Okay.
plus 5,
So is
29.
there
29 gold.
any? Okay.
Okay,
So
got it.
is there anything else that you guys want to get? So you've got rations for a week. 5. You got 10 Jeffrey loads. You have the raft.
Nisa, would you like anything else?
Or you got to find the raft, but that's on the list, and potion supplies to make 5 potions.
Nisa?
Is water the water skins? Is that included in the rations?
I assume you guys already had water skins, and the river you guys going up
I
will
mean, we
have.
do, but
Yeah, no, well, you guys will have
extra
like.
water because we need to make sure that Doug's water thing that egg
He's
that he
got
has on his back is
he's got the bucket, like the not the bucket. He's got the barrel, so he can fill. You guys are going up a
okay.
river. You can fill up the water on the barrel. If it like, I mean, you guys should be sticking to the river for most of this. If you guys have left the river, I will be vaguely concerned as the DM.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that will not be a worry. So yeah, anything else that anyone thinks they need?
Fair enough.
Good enough.
Yep, that sounds like everything.
Gotcha. All right. So now, having
All right,
major plans.
I'm back. Let's,
So Rivers is going to get the supply, the food supplies. Cornelius is going to get the potion pre-composites. That leaves Nisa to acquire the transportation.
Yes.
If you need any funds, just let us know.
Yes.
All right.
Knowing that you're going up the river, I'm assuming you're going to search for some kind of like river people, fishermen, river barge, that sort of thing.
Wow, river people.
People who live by the river.
Yes.
The Floridians.
If I was
I'm going to look
Yeah,
for
that-
Floridians.
if I was
That pretty
describing
much. Yep.
if I were describing an indigenous population who were called the river people, I would probably use more choice words there.
So I'm looking for Floridians. Yes.
I would say we're more swamp people, but that is
Yeah, no,
not far off.
this is more what would be a better American river system?
The Mississippi,
Louisiana.
maybe.
I can say Louisiana, but yeah, sure.
Not Louisiana because that's also swampy. Yeah, like Midwest, like Great Lakes people from the Great Lakes. That's probably a better comparison because there are rivers up there, right?
Wait, there's a better me? What the fuck?
Nah.
In any event, yes. So you are looking for a raft to take you that you can use to go up the river. Up, 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 up the river. All right. So roll me a flat charisma check to ask around and see if anyone knows about a raft you can use.
All right. Let me
I love how
go
most of this
to my.
stream was bullying Cornelius, logistical planning, and we haven't even done anything crazy yet.
D&D.
Yeah, it's D&D.
All right. Black charisma. Let me
I promise
pull up my.
gruesome violence and TPKs. Don't worry, chat.
Bitch, you better not. Ebert is not full grown yet, sir. Where the fuck is charisma?
TPK. Well, I mean, if there is a TPK, that gives me the opportunity.
Wow, dice. Fuck you.
Should I be worried?
You begin to.
I hate.
She got an 8.
I
She
hate
got
the
an
roll
8.
20. Yeah, I hate the roll 20 dice. They never.
They did not treat
Nisa,
you well at all.
They don't.
Nisa in her dress, between Nisa and her dress and a factoid that your party is not aware of yet, everyone seems to treat it like a joke. Like, up the river. Yeah, good fucking joke, lady. Just laughing her off.
Wow, rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what they're seeing is a noble woman asking about a raft to go up a river,
Doesn't
which
make much sense.
seems kind of preposterous.
Yes.
I'd laugh at me too with the roll that I made.
Well, you would laugh at yourself regardless. Let's be real, Chief.
Yeah,
Yes.
you right though.
Of course I'm right. I'm always right. When am I wrong?
Mm.
Do you want me to answer that?
So should we go back, try again, or do you just want to keep searching?
Uh,
There are other, because you were just kind of like going around asking around about a raft. There are other methods. Other options.
Technically, you can still do roll investigation checks and shit.
well, I'm gonna see what's currently what's currently docked.
So, roll me a perception check as you kind of just walk around the docks.
If they're going to be dicks, I'm just gonna go look at their shit instead.
These are not good. This is not a good dock, by the by. This is like on the river, which would not be as good as a harbor. And then for reasons that have not been disclosed yet, this is also just not a very good dock, especially.
Neat. Investigation.
Investigation. Wow. Roll it.
Okay, roll 20. Please.
Dice
Please.
nice. Okay, that's
Four-
acceptable. Yeah, you see a lot of like a lot of older rafts just kind of covering the docks. It's in a lot of disrepair, a lot of just minimal use, and it also does seem kind of overcrowded. There's a lot of makeshift docking, if that makes sense. It doesn't seem to be. It seems to be at overcapacity for some reason.
because no one fucking goes anywhere with them.
Well, you do see people out, like, if you were to look, there would be people out doing fishing or moving goods, along the river from, like, a settlement that's kind of, like, on the other side, down towards Neverwinter proper and bringing stuff back up from Neverwinter. There does seem to be active usage of the river. It just seems like there's possibly too many boats in this specific spot.
Well,
Fair.
we could take one off their hands. Maybe they'd be grateful to, get some free space.
Yeah, but these look kind of janky, we'll say.
I know there are some that are
okay.
there are some that are a little bit weird. Like they look like they use different wood, or that there's different craftsmanship put into different pieces of them. That they're kind of scrapped together.
Is this like the ship Odysseus? There's just like a lot of them that patchwork.
Possibly.
Is it possible that these ships are being used for smuggling?
Probably.
I don't know.
Not unlikely.
Looks over at the one that is a very garish red and yellow. Totally a smuggler.
Thus as fuck.
Yeah. But possibly smuggling. I don't know.
I might continue my search in other areas as well. I also might go find Lake and have them come with me
Okay.
for that added charisma.
Yes. So you go. So you all gather back at the tavern. Cornelius has been successful and completed his objective. Lake has been successful and completed his objective. Nisa walks in, dejected, depressed, sad. The aura of failure across her face. Her shoulders
Actually, I just
down.
look irritated.
Shut up, Nisa. I am describing your character. I am the DM. I am weaving a story. I am writing a novel. I am writing a novel.
My man actually just sat there and said, "Shut up, woman."
Let me weave this tapestry of excellence.
No, Rivers. I did not say shut up, woman. I said shut up, player. Woman would imply woman would imply that I am mocking her for intrinsic characteristics, which makes me a bad person. I am mocking her.
You
for
are a bad
choices.
person.
Yes, but not for mocking her for being a player. Completely unrelated. They do not. There's
unrelated.
There is correlation, but there is not causation, Rivers.
I'm sure.
Yes, objectively. She has returned, a failure. She deserves 12 lashings. What is the party's response?
Not in this
And then
dress.
look at her and be like, "You couldn't even get a dress. Like you couldn't even get a boat in
Sure
that dress."
you don't want to change out of that fucking thing?
Well, I'll put it like this. Apparently, it is very laughable that a noble would want to get one of those things and go up the river to an area where no one wants to go. So, I'm gonna change clothes.
Yeah. That fucking time.
And, you're coming with me, like,
Oh.
not to change clothes.
Okay, let's say it. Why? But yeah, no, that makes more sense.
I like the mental image.
Actually,
I like the mental image of Lake like going woman mode, so it's not creepy when he follows Nisa, and then Nisa like
it's still creepy.
You're
Blake, aren't you currently in female mode right now?
I am currently in female mode. Yes.
Gets told no.
And
Gets told no. You're coming with me to help with the boats. Goes male mode.
Damn.
All right, you know what? That's not a bad idea. It's pretty funny.
So actually, I start to walk off, then I pause, turn around. Actually, Lake, I do need your help.
Okay.
And then I just kind of point to the lacing at the back of the dress, and then I just walk into a back room.
He's in woman mode.
Still in woman mode, yes.
No, so it was in woman mode, went in male mode when said, no, I don't need help. Went back to woman mode when, yes, I need help.
It's like the tits just inflate, deflate, inflate, slowly deflate, inflate.
We are children. We are loathsome, repugnant,
Just
vile animals on this stream.
isn't like Nisa like in character like really into those big buff men or something like that, like the
Fucking
traditionally
no.
really
No,
dermo men.
That was
no.
Marzana, I think. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Marzana.
That was
Ah.
Marzana. And she's also into dwarves a lot. A
Yeah.
lot.
To
Okay,
be fair,
whatever.
to be fair
Regardless
though,
of
for a gnome, that is the big buff men.
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Regardless, I fucking follow her into the changing room, or whatever the fuck. Help her with her dress, whatever.
Mm.
I could not care less about this. I'm gonna be real.
Well,
Nor could Lake.
It was for the
It was,
memes.
it was very
Memes.
funny, but canonically, he cannot give less of a fuck.
For the Whoa, he's in mail mode? Let's go. That's funny.
Yeah, it is.
For the
Okay.
In any event, you both go back to where the boating is occurring. Lake, would you like to ask around about acquiring a raft to take you up
Yes,
river?
I would.
With your better charisma rolls.
With my better
Oh,
charisma
yes,
check,
please.
yes.
Possible
And guaranteed
charisma
advantage.
Yeah, with your advantage having ass.
My guaranteed advantage. What the fuck? Oh god. Alright. Yeah, I'll do that, as well as using a charge from my bard sword.
Alright. Hive, bring a sword.
Let me see here. So that's my +4 twice with advantage. Okay, so
Let us
Um,
see.
that's +4. That's a 22.
That is a 22. So you walk up and you ask,
See?
like, how do you phrase asking?
I'm built for this. I'm literally built for this.
Exactly.
You just had a better roll, like even.
Also, it doesn't even count my fucking persuade. Like, bro, I have a mastery and expertise in persuasion. I can just convince people to show me.
Yeah. All right. So how do you phrase this? How do you ask the question?
Excuse me, good sir. I'm new to the area, but I have come in need of rafts recently. Unfortunately, we're not currently in, the proper funds to hire proper boating, a captain, so to speak. But we can manage our own with a raft. Would you mind showing me a place to get something durable yet not too costly?
Well, if you're looking to hire a raft, my brother does some fishing. I'm sure whatever you need the raft for, he'd be willing to take you.
Wonderful. I will go. Would you mind showing me to him or giving some directions?
Sure, I'll take you. Now, what kind of business do you need my brother to help you with?
Oh god, do I lie about this or not?
Okay. I just go exploration.
Roll a fucking check for this motherfucker.
That's complete truth. There is
Yeah.
no lie. There's no deception. Exploration.
The roll is to see is he smart enough to realize exploration equals going upriver. No. Oh, exploration.
We can
That's cool.
we can
That's a
explore
cool
anywhere.
word. That
Exploration
sounds
could
kinda
mean
cool. He got a 6.
exploration could mean this is a really wide river. Let's go way over there.
He
Like,
got a 6. He's done with a box of rocks. It's
He
fine.
doesn't know what the word means. He thinks
Neat.
it means he thinks it means a gubernatorial race.
Yay, gubernatorial!
Hell yeah. Okay. Anyway. All right. So we get there. What are we seeing?
All right, so you come up to his brother, who is pulling his raft onto the dock. Hey, brother, these fine folks are looking to hire a boat for exploration, whatever that is. And now I'm gonna have him roll to see if he's smart enough to realize what exploration means.
All right.
He looks at you. He looks at his brother. Looks over at you guys. Looks back. Cletus, you understand that means going up river, right? I ain't going up no fucking river.
To be fair, we're not really expecting you to like go up with us. We just need to borrow the raft.
You're kind of like he just kind of pauses, does like the whole like I'm calm hand gesture. So you want to take my livelihood upriver for y'all to die and for it to get destroyed? Meaning I need to get a new
We'll bring it
raft.
back. No, we'll bring it back.
No, you won't. Everyone who goes upriver dies.
How much do we need to pay for insurance?
Insure a what?
How much did your raft cost you?
Kind of like he kind of looks at it. I mean, I built it. The wood I think cost me. He sits down and like starts like kind of drawing in the sand a little bit, like doing some basic math, like scribbling some shit out. Takes him a second. Like, fuck, how much is a raft in D&D actually? Because my
Let me have a look.
Because my brain is thinking on
350.
one hand, like this is a poor person making it. On the other hand, a raft would be kind of like a fucking truck in regards to like the expense.
No, it's just tree fitty. That's it.
350?
No,
like
tree fitty.
It's a raft
No
typically
100.
costs 50 gold pieces. It's basically a small and simple watercraft. A canoe also costs 50 gold pieces
Yeah, the
and
canoe is
can hold up to
fucking big.
6 medium creatures.
That's
A
not what,
rowboat.
okay. That's not what canoes are, but okay. I actually know some canoes are that big.
No. It's so a raft, a canoe, and a rowboat all cost 50 gold pieces,
50, okay,
but a
so 50
fishing
gold.
boat actually costs 350 gold pieces.
Yeah, that checks out because that would be like bigger with storage capability. This is just like
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so he turns to you guys and goes like because this is because I I wouldn't be able to fish. I wouldn't be able to feed my family while I'm building a new one. I'd need like 100 gold for it.
I have 140 in my total savings. So I could always just pay for that outright. I assume trying to get him to come with it would be a lot. Could I just roll persuasion and attempt to get him to come with me before I, go about paying?
You cannot.
Uh,
You can also use some of my gold too.
Depends on how you phrase it.
All right. All right. Look, I can absolutely pay out of pocket. That is absolutely something I can do. That being said, we are currently doing some important work to make sure the land. Okay, unlike most people who have actually gone up there, we are actually worth our fucking salt. We can go up there and be, for the most part, fine. I know it's a lot. I know that. I know that sounds like it's just fucking crazy talk, but we have handled a lot worse, most likely.
Out of
So
character, you could try and convince him pointing at Nisa and be like, "Do you know who this is?" And
I
then just
don't
go,
know.
"Look,
Oh,
this is a
oh.
I'm pretty sure
like
they're too stupid to know that, nor would they care.
no, but you could be like, look, this is a actual, beneficial. You know what I mean? Like you're like a
Right.
diplomatic sort of mission,
That is
well,
true.
not
That is true.
diplomatic mission, but like a
I'll give that a
for the
shot.
city kind of a thing.
Like, hey,
I'll give
see
I'll give
her?
that a
She's
shot.
important. She's a noble.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Okay. Well, on top of us, being worth our salt, unlike most people who actually end up going up there and dying, this is also partly funded by diplomatic affairs. I have a diplomatic sponsor, as well as this lady right here. Herself is a diplomat, also well versed in combat herself. So this is a much more high priority, more well thought out operation than what causes the rumors of people not coming back. It's not just blind exploration; it's actual like organized work, proper. So you'll be under safe hands. We can protect you.
He just kind of like pauses and looks at you and goes, "You think you're the only adventurers to try to go up in the last 2 years? In the last 50 years?"
Oh, I know we're not the only ones, but we're the ones who can actually fucking do some shit. And we have several escape tactics in case things do go south.
Yeah, and would that keep
I
my
must.
raft? And would that keep my raft safe? The raft that I use to feed family with,
If we do lose it, I can pay you collateral.
which is, I want you to pay me now. 'Cause you're not.
Tell you what. Okay, tell you what. how much actually was the raft? I'll pay you that right now as insurance. If we do end up losing the raft, I will straight up pay you 100 gold if we end up losing the raft.
Roll a persuasion check.
So you don't know this guy. He could just run off with the money.
I doubt it, but persuasion check. Yeah, I'm going to use another charge of my thing, so same shit. That is a let me see, persuasion. That's +8. Yeah, +8.
So
That is a dirty 20.
right. Then I want it gold, and I want it now. None of those fancy bank notes. I want it real gold in my hand right now.
Sure.
You can have
I
my
hand him 50 gold.
He looks. He like kind of flips through the sack, just completely gobsmacked.
I told you this is professionally funded. We have several more to go.
I would not call this out of character. I would not call this professional. Personally,
It's professionally funded, not so much an actual professional act.
Not really. This is more like, hey, my buddy knows how
Look.
to make fucking tacos. Let's get him a taco truck. This is not.
Yeah, but he doesn't know any better.
Look, we're dealing with river bumpkins right now, okay?
They're smart enough to know they're not fucking getting that raft back.
We might give it back to him.
He might get it back. Might. Again, I'm paying you the price of your actual raft, the time it took to make it, right now. So if we do get back, and you don't get...
He and his brother, they head off, presumably to go tell the family we just got a fuck ton of money. So, yeah, you have the raft now. Yay.
Oh, look. Well, you've just raised them half a tax bracket now. They're very happy.
No,
I don't think that's a good thing.
They're first of all, the like income tax is not really a thing. It's mostly sales tax. Second, they're not reporting that shit.
Of course not. No.
It's cold hard cash. Fuck no.
Okay. So just to make sure that everything's been paid, counting Jeff's reloads,
Yes.
29 gold of rations. 50
Dealt that
gold,
already.
Get 50 gold for the raft and 50 gold for the potion precomposites.
Yep. Okay. Let's see. So I have
How much-
90 gold left just in my personal checking. And I will lose 50 more if we do end up losing the raft throughout this entire adventure.
How much more? Well, how much do I owe you? I look at Lake.
You don't.
Oh, okay.
This was funded by someone else.
Oh, fantastic.
That was professional funding.
Yeah, because you guys got 500 gold for the party, which I just said each person gets 100 because I'm assuming you guys would split.
Yeah, you've your own 100 to spend.
Hilariously enough, I have 173 gold, 1 platinum, and 1 silver right now.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who keeps buying my stuff?
To be fair, he does end up.
I mean,
taking
I didn't really buy
gold.
anything. Again, this is just third party funding.
Yeah, also,
You
like
say
everything else, Doug has been like, "I'll buy that for you," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks."
Now, to be entirely fair, most of it, aside from like one instance, most of that has been money the party has gotten. He just kind of elected himself party treasurer, and no one challenged it.
I mean, I did, but then y'all just didn't care, so I just kind of gave up trying.
He just did the the pyramid scheme thing and said, "Leave it with me, and I can double it." And I was like, "Okay."
Yep.
Also,
I objected, but y'all didn't care enough to actually do anything about it, so I just said, "Fuck it."
Also, if you think about it, no one expects the grung to be the one to have the money.
True.
Word.
All right. And so with that, the party. All right, so you guys aren't, and you're not hiring like person to take care of. Like, it's just going to be you guys on the raft, right?
I missed that last bit. Sorry.
Yeah, cut out.
So you're not. You guys are the ones handling the raft, right? You're not hiring anyone to come with you.
The timing is fucking horrid. One more time. One more time. One more time.
You are not hiring someone. You are using the raft yourself, correct?
No, we paid for him. I convinced him to come with us.
Oh, I don't. Oh no.
I
then the
said that
price would
out
be-
loud.
Oh, then the price would be fucking
I
higher.
convinced him.
No, you convinced him to give you the fucking raft.
Okay, well that's fine. We have.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I
that
assume
was-
that'd be like more of a dexterity check than a strength check. Yes.
To move the raft.
To actually like row the raft down the stream, I feel like a dexterity check rather than a strength check. Yeah.
Well, here's the actual real question: do you have proficiency in sea vehicles?
No.
Cornelius, do you have proficiency in sea vehicles?
I do not.
Nisa, do you have proficiency
I was
in
going
sea
to say, how hard
vehicles?
can it be? But it's
Because you're taking
the
a
potential.
you are taking a like freaking not ghetto. You're taking a fucking hick made raft upriver.
Yeah. I mean, we can wing it, but it's going to be fucking
It's gonna be rough.
a bad idea.
Uh, I'll call him back.
Well, can't we just find, I don't know, like a hireling, someone that's, an apprentice sailor
That
or a
would
Why would they go
fisherman?
down there though? They'd probably be
The-
taught just like straight. If anything, that'd be even worse because they'd be taught specifically never to go down there.
well,
Mm.
yeah,
I think
it
it'd be worse.
basically like the guy, like any hireling would basically be the same guy that you kind of just talked to, where it's like, why the fuck would I go upriver? I've been taught my entire life going
Yeah.
upriver is a bad idea, and every once in a while I'll see someone go upriver, and then I'll see the fucking ruins of their raft come down.
No.
Okay. Uh, I'll call. I'll call him back. I'll call him back.
Yeah. What else? What else you need?
What exactly? Okay. Upon further inspection, we realized that it's going to be a pretty difficult row down there, even if we have multiple people with us. What would be the payment required to have you help us? As in, come with us. Of course, you'll be protected. That'll be free. But how much would it cost for you to come with?
I'd need another. He kind of like pauses and does like more of the scribbles. And you notice the scribbles are 5, and then he like kind of pauses. How many days are there in a year?
365.
Okay, and he like writes that out, and then he just pauses and goes. And then he kind of pauses and then just kind of like scribbles out freaking like 8, and then does like 9, 10, 11, 12. And then he's kind of like just kind of stares at it.
This guy can't math for shit, can he?
No, he's not. He's a fucking peasant.
That's what he's supposed to be like.
I feel like he's just writing numbers down.
He's making shit up.
Yeah.
No. And then he looks up at you and goes, I'm not good. I'm not good with numbers. How much? How much does it cost for a family of 5 to eat for 4 years?
For 4 years.
Because if I'm going
it's
with
not
you,
much.
if I'm going with you, I'm not coming back. But if
Oh, you're coming back. We'll get you back. We have plenty of protection. You'll get that. You'll be fine. I promise you that much. You will
Well,
be
we
okay.
don't. Well,
I don't believe you. If I go up,
That's fine. I
my
understand.
family aren't fed 4 years. So family of 5 for
You told me, you said multiple times on multiple occasions that like a gold,
so
like
to
a single
feed
gold could feed
a
a family for like the
family
whole year.
No, I've never said a single gold feeds
of
a family for a
5
year. I've said a gold is a lot of money. I've never said it feeds a family.
Yeah, it could.
peasant
Or that was hyperbole.
It could feed. It could feed many
for 4
people
years.
for a long time. How much gold would that be?
Hold
roughly?
on one sec. So I'm
It'll
looking.
be-
So I'll say 3 copper per meal. So that's 15 a day. So it's 15 a day. So 15 copper a day. So a week. 5, 3. Okay, so I'll
So
say
a
it's
poor
about
lifestyle is 2 silver
it's
pieces per
about a gold a
day.
week. I'm going solely
A
off
gold
food.
a week.
I am just doing food because that's all they really spend their money on. Like that's at least
Okay,
that's
well,
the
I
primary
threw it
income.
through ChatGPT and it said it's 1,095 gold pieces total.
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's definitely that's a fucking head ass lie.
Also,
Yeah,
you got to
so-
consider the quality of living. Like you've got nobles
Hey.
eating for 4 years versus like
You said a
4
gold a
river
week, right?
people.
Yeah,
So
gold a
it
week,
says
48 times 4. So that's hold on. So
instead of considering a poor
48.
lifestyle is 2 silver
Let him
pieces
math.
per day, covering
Cornelius,
food,
please, just
lodging, and minimal expenses.
You know,
bro,
Cornelius,
just let
because
him math, please.
I'm not doing the fucking poor lifestyle because they're not really like they are freaking. They're living on. He basically goes out, catches fish, and then feeds it to his family, and then they do like the rest of their stuff from what they can scrape and scavenge. They're not living it. They're not living a poor lifestyle. They're
Right.
living subsistence basically. So 48 times 4, so that's 2, 3, and then that's 192 gold. Yeah, because it'll be
All
4
right.
years before it'll be 4 years before my oldest would be able to start going out. He's 8, so he would need to be 12 before he can start.
You said 190?
192.
So
No, that's what I'm saying
is
out
this
of
like
character.
collateral?
You guys as a yeah no it is, or you guys are basically paying him like you are. This is a danger wage of this is the money that is going to his family
Right.
because
In case he
Yeah.
died.
Well, I will drop 100 gold pieces if someone can put down the rest.
Let's see. I think I have like
I could put down the rest.
I have like 10 left on me in terms of like wait, no, sorry. I have 30 left on me in terms of like gold to have on my person right now.
Okay, well,
I can do the rest.
Okay.
alright.
Go for it. So I'll just gather the gold together and hand him the sack of it. Here you go, mate.
Yeah, so he's like he is holding a fucking fortune. Right, let me just take this over. When do you want to set out?
Um, I mean, we have our supplies already ready to go. Probably just need like a day or two to get ready proper. I mean, is the whole party canonically with us?
Like I mean, Caden or Doug may have something like they're off doing, but they would at this point you all would probably know, hey, we're all meeting here.
You might cut out.
You would all probably know, hey, we're meeting here, so that would be canonical. They could be here within like
Okay.
a couple hours.
Yeah, give us like 1 to 2 days. That's about it.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. So he's basically taking that money back to like get his affairs in order at home. And yeah, so you guys have 2 days to get your final affairs in order before you guys go out on a job.
I hope he
And-
survives.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I gave
That's a
him
lot
the
of
Yo.
gold.
I gave him the name George.
It is a lot of gold.
Remember, commoners have 4 HP.
You-
Can he just stay on the boat the whole time then?
Yeah, probably.
That would basically
Unless we have
be
to
like
pull them off if the ship goes down.
I forgot he's just a regular ass commoner. I forget how fragile they are sometimes.
4 rats can kill a commoner.
Yeah.
He needs to just stay on the boat. His
He
job
needs
is
to
to
stay on the
drive us. His job is to drive us there, drive us back.
He gets on the raft, gets in our camping tents. He never fucking leaves the tent. Except for when he's rowing the boat. Or the raft.
Row, 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 you go.
That man stays in hiding the entire fucking time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Anything we really need in terms of any more prep work now that we have the raft? Aside from just like loading it up with supplies and shit. Like also we spent like a day or two, like an afternoon, loading up the supplies onto the actual raft.
Yeah, like that.
Other
No,
than
that's
that,
not it.
I'm not gonna make you guys RP that. Yeah, no. So you do have food. You do have So you have food. You have the Jeffrey loads. You've got the raft. You've got the potion supplies. You've got the guide, and you guys just came with the tents to like make the thing. So you're good there.
uh-huh.
Is there anything else you guys can think of?
I don't know because I feel like Sax would probably want. Has Sax refilled his poisons? Do we know about anything like that?
Well,
Like any other prep work they might need because maybe they have some personal prep work they need or something?
I will. So we're probably gonna end it here, just because like there would be
Right.
combat after this, and
Oh, absolutely.
Caden is fucking MIA, so I don't know when he's getting back.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I will coordinate with Doug and Caden behind the scenes, and then I'll basically just give like a recap of, hey, this is what they did. I'll actually just quickly write down in my
Okay.
notes: Doug, prep, Caden, prep. Because I know because I know Salt wanted to get the goat, and there were like 2 or 3 other things that he wanted to do, that he just hasn't had a chance to do because he's been dealing with work, and then Caden is just a mix of working too much and then putting girlfriend above D&D, which is entirely understandable. So
No, it's not. But
no, it
carry on.
is. No,
That
no,
was
it
a
is.
bit.
You're a bit.
That was a bit.
You're a bit.
I'm doing a bit.
You're a bit.
I mean, I am pretty short, so yeah, I am kind of a bit.
Yes. Betty Boop. In any event, thank you to the chat for tuning in. Thank you to the newest viewer, Deadpool. Hope we entertained effectively and well. Thank you to any lurkers in the chat who were just watching but not commenting. Y'all were great. And thank you to any VODs. Thank you to any VOD watchers who got this far into the stream. I do apologize that I was like, yeah, this is gonna be a great stream, and it just turned into bullying Cornelius, bullying Lake, kind of bullying Nisa, and
Prep work.
logistics. Though I do fucking love legit. See, okay, this is one of the reasons I want to be a player, is I want to tistically just go, like, make a list of supplies and go down that list and make sure we have everything ready to rock.
I have told you before, I am more than willing to DM for you, as long as you let me homebrew some fuck shit to get rid of the terrible ass 5e rules.
I'm already in a campaign with James on Sundays, though to be entirely fair, that shit is ending up kind of like my last campaign I tried to run, where just people.
So it's ass.
No, okay. Fuck you, first of all.
Fair enough. Carry on.
Second of all, no, it's just a case of like, hey, life getting in the way or call outs happening or what this or that.
Yeah.
So
D&D troubles.
which is the reason why I stopped DMing on Sundays, because I'm like, oh, hey, well, all of this list of people are usually the ones that are consistent. These are the people that James wants to run for, so I'll just be in James's campaign because I know I'll be able to play. And then we played like a session where James didn't fully realize that we were playing, and so he kind of had to wing it, meaning none of us really knew what the fuck we were doing, because it's like, yes, you're supposed to, here's information you should know. Okay, I share information. Other players ask me a question. Me turns to James. Hey, how do I handle this? He's like, shit.
Shit.
No, but it was fun. It was fun. It was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. I really want to get the next session down. I'm basically playing a fucking Mandalorian Marine, which is awesome. I like that. I run a Mandalorian.
I'm very proud of you.
A Mandalorian Marine World Eater.
I'm really proud of you.
It went from sarcasm to genuine.
I want a fucking chain axe. I want one so bad because you can do so much damage with the Charger feat. Charger and Duelist together is fucking lethal. Yeah.
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 Sounds about right.
On a fighter, you let me charge the boss. If I have an action surge free, I chunk it. I brutalize it. I do mean things to it. In any event, that is the end of the stream. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good day. See y'all next time. No one else.
The mic cut out Ryzian stream. That's fucking
right.
I fucking hate. I'm assuming it's this fucking Streamlabs. No, it's not even Streamlabs because Discord